Is life complicated? Yes, life can be complicated and challenging. With the demands and responsibilities such as work, financial obligations, and relationship to manage, it can often feel overwhelming and leave us struggling to keep up with everything. If not handled properly, our daily routines of interacting with others, dealing with problems, and making decisions can further add unnecessary complexity to our life. At World Vision's ministry, we are not immune to these pressures. Regardless of our roles, whether we lead a team or not, whether we work in the office, whether we work remotely, we often find ourselves struggling with these life complexities. King Solomon in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 29 wrote, "This is all what I have learned. God has made us plain and simple, but we have made ourselves very complicated." And the Bible teaches us that actually God wants us to live a simple life, and He has made things simple for us. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, "Cast all your anxiety on Him, because He cares for you." Can you imagine? By doing this, we simply release ourselves from the complications of life. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 7 instruct us to trust in the Lord with all our heart and not to rely on our own understanding. So when we lean on our own understanding, things can quickly become complicated. However, when we put our trust in God, things are simplified and we are able to navigate through life with ease. So we just trust Him. Then the questions, what makes the world and our life complicated? Sin is actually what makes the world and our life complicated. The story of Adam and Eve serves as an example of how everything was once perfect until sin entered their life. Once they've committed sin, they began to hide, they began to blame each other, they were forced to leave the garden, they had to endure pain during childbirth, they had to do hard work, swearing. So all this happened because of sin, right? King David is another example of how sin can complicate our life. His sin with Bathsheba led him to create a web of lies to cover up his mistake, which only made things worse, eventually leading him to commit murder. Let's think about these common struggles we face on a daily basis. Is jealousy simple or complicated? Is judging others simple or complicated? Is overthinking simple or complicated? Is bitterness simple or complicated? Is control simple or complicated? Is pride simple or complicated? Is proving ourselves simple or complicated? All these kind of things, they don't add simplicity to our life. Rather, they create greater complications. You realize often our actions and reactions to situations serve as a significant source of complexity in our life. The next questions to ask ourselves, Have we ever wondered what the secret of simplicity is? Well, believe it or not, the answer is just one word. It is love. Yes, love is the solutions to the complexities of life. When we love, we conquer fear, we let go of pride, and we eliminate anger. Love has the power to replace all this negativity with positivity that can simplify our life. John chapter 15 verse 12, Jesus commands us to love each other as He has loved us. So He asks us to put love as our number one goal in life. Because if love is our number one goal, when we go through life, we go through situations, we interact with people, with problems, they will become easier. Contrary, if love is not the goal, negative emotions like anger, revenge, or a desire to get our own way can take over, and this will lead to more complications. In today's fast-paced and competitive world, we are often pressured to do more, to possess more, and to provide more. Amidst these pressures, we can easily forget to prioritize love, and as a result, we may find ourselves loving less and less as time goes on. However, Jesus reminds us that we should focus on loving more and doing less. In fact, the more we love, the more we can accomplish. This is because, as stated in Romans chapter 13, verse 10, that love fulfills all laws. So, if we want to achieve more in life, we should love more. If love is our number one goal, how do we respond to hurt? The answer is love more. Through patience and kindness. When someone hurt us, upset us, offends us, verbally attack us, disrespect us, or treat us unfairly, we simply just need to be patient and continue showing kindness. This way, we are fulfilling what Jesus wants us to do, and we are not adding unnecessary complications to our life. If love is our number one goal, how do we respond to differences? The answer is love more. Love doesn't envy and simply let the differences be and play out. The problem we have in today's life is comparisons and competitions. When we start comparing our gift, our possessions, our positions with others, life can quickly become complicated and overwhelming. These constant comparisons and competitions can often lead to conflict. We might either see ourselves as inferior and become envious, or see ourselves as superiors and become arrogant. If love is our number one goal, how do we respond to failures? The answer is love more. Peter fell and denied Jesus 3 times. However, Jesus responded with more love when He appeared to Peter after His resurrection. This act of love that Jesus showed not only simplified the situations, but it has also transformed Peter and helped him become a great leader later on. This teaches us that when we face failures in our life, whether it be in our work, in our team, in our family, Responding with love and compassion can bring about positive change and growth. If love is our number one goal, how do we respond to priorities? The answer is love more. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, Paul emphasizes that prophecies, languages, and knowledge will all come to an end, but love will remain forever. This means that no matter how great our achievements, knowledge, or spiritual gift may be, they will all eventually fade away, but love will always endure. Paul also emphasized that among faith, hope, and love, the greatest is love. We may be able to accomplish great things in life, but without love, our achievements are meaningless. If we make love our number one goal and priority in life, everything else becomes simple. Sins, worries, revenge, and anger make life complicated, whereas love simplifies everything. According to Romans chapter 12 verse 10, here are a few ways in which we can practice love that will simplify our life. So, brother and sister, in conclusions, if we prioritize and put love as our number one goals in every situation we face in life, our life will be filled with sacred simplicity and complications will be minimized. Thank you, and may God bless you all.